It all started with a vision to lead the global electronics industry by 2030. A giant step by Walton to form an indomitable workforce. Walton Future Leaders Program. Young bright minds were summoned. The participation was overwhelming, and we found 110 candidates for our round 1, the written test. Candidates' analytical abilities were put to test. The test was well planned and systematic, arranged in our amazing headquarters, maintaining proper health guidelines provided by the government and WHO.
Ambition, vigor and tenacity. That's what makes the leaders of tomorrow.
It was a nerve-wracking test. Candidates were focused with utmost seriousness, but the friendly atmosphere made them feel at ease and brought the best out of them.
It was an amazing experience.
The exam pattern was very competitive.
Effective leaders of tomorrow need to be smart, bold and dynamic.
Keen evaluation filtered out 54 candidates for our round 2, the group discussion. Topics were burning. Arguments were intense.
It should be a decision.
Okay, finally we're coming on a conclusion that
Parents. That's why I'm saying it should be legal. It's a child.
Logic, rebuttals and disagreement were shooting in colors all across. Calculative moderators picked up every candidate's strong and weak points.
Credibility and reliance make the leaders dynamic.
25 finalists were handpicked for round 3, the case presentation. The arena was set. Dressed up like corporates, our candidates got battle ready. There is no room for error. It's now or never. The candidates brought in wonders through the presentations with sheer brilliance. Judges fired burning questions and teams defended, keeping their feet firm.
Brilliance in execution is the road to shape the future leaders of tomorrow.
Then came the primary interview, a face-off with the top officials from Walton. The sessions were thorough and tough, analyzing every bit of the candidates.
Let's go global by 2030.
We now have our super finalists 14. Boot camp session with extravagant professionals to make the candidates battle ready. The ultimate battle begins. The 14 charismatic finalists in 3 teams were put to face an agile standoff with the top leaders of Walton. The hurdle was set in the highest. Each team had to solve a case, focusing on the going global vision.
We all know these 5 persons are the man behind this wonderful, incredible leadership program. We would like to hear a few notes from all of you.
It was a vision by our Honorable Managing Director to launch this program even during this pandemic.
And their courage to step into the new boundaries. That's what makes this Future Leaders Program effective.
And I think this will be a remarkable thing for us in the future.
We are looking for someone who will lead the electronics giant manufacturing like us in the world.
to meet the vision of our Honorable Managing Director to go global by 2030, we need some young talents in us. So join the team and let's rock the world.
The stage was set and our judges were ready. Ideas were presented with highest intellectuality from our participants, and they successfully answered every question by our Managing Director and the top leaders of Walton High-Tech Industries Limited with proper rationale.
Marketing mix.
complete takeover or completely expand our market in the global for local products only.
How is the process to get the license?
When ease of doing business friendly and ease of doing business remarks, why we should prioritize these countries first.
The presentation was concluded with an impassioned speech from our Honorable Managing Director, Mr. Ghulam Murshid. He explained his early life and the learnings he made through his voyage of hardship with integrity and ambition.
You don't know what creativity in you, inside you. You don't know. And which is the turning point of your life, you don't have any ideas. The reason behind you are here, you didn't have any options in your previous life, in your earlier life. You didn't get any option to show some presentation here. যদি নিজেকে ফ্লারিশ করার ইচ্ছা থেকে থাকে, নিজেকে একটা ব্র্যান্ড হিসেবে কল্পনা করার ইচ্ছা থেকে থাকে, কষ্ট করতে হবে। এটার বিকল্প নাই, ডেডিকেশন থাকতে হবে, কোম্পানির প্রতি ব্র্যান্ডের প্রতি ভালোবাসা থাকতে হবে, মায়া থাকতে হবে। নিজেদেরকে ভালো মানুষ হিসেবে প্রতিষ্ঠা করুন। ওয়ালটন 2030-এ সে ব্র্যান্ডে অটোমেটিক্যালি যাবে। ফাইনালি বি আ গুড human being for sake of country.
His inspiring speech ignited our participants to take challenges for the future. Now, it's time for the most anticipated part, the results. Despite the overwhelming performance of all the teams, we had to choose only one, the hardest call ever to make. Finally, the ultimate moment arrived and we found our champion. But that's not the end. Their intellectual ability and fighting spirits were enough for our visionary leader to see himself in these contestants. And we went all in for this. Walton Future Leaders Program pulled off the biggest surprise in the life of these fearless finalists.
Those 14 candidates participated today should all go with us.
We left no one behind. All the 14 individuals were recruited on the spot. The journey of our Leaders Visionary Initiative, Walton Future Leaders Program, will go on.